Okay, best stream, real deal stuff, best YouTube, best everything. Today, I'm back on YouTube. We are going to be watching investigating the AI disability trend because this is like it really sparks interest in my brain. Okay, like I'm
Down syndrome, a condition caused by
having it messed
an
up.
extra copy of chromosome 21, which approximately
Alright, I'm gonna turn it. My shit kind of loud, so I'm gonna turn it down.
6 million people worldwide have. This extra chromosome can affect brain and body development,
better.
leading to developmental delays,
better
intellectual
for the
disability, and an increased risk for certain medical issues. Dwarfism, a condition where an individual's height is significantly below average. It's generally defined as
Yeah, I don't got that, buddy. Like ladies, look how tall I'm at. Like the camera can't even see me. Like look how tall I am. Ladies, chill, bro. I already see you in the chat, like going crazy. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Ladies, bro. Ladies. Come on, bro.
4'10" or less, but that's not the only detail that defines someone as a little person. That would also be their bone structure, something they have to deal with through extremely painful surgeries to correct their bones, sometimes removing excess fluid around the brain, and other times getting their tonsils removed to improve breathing. Now, imagine using that disability, which millions of people deal with on a daily basis, to promote your only Yes, ladies and
Nah, this is some new level 5 stuff, gang. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know, bro. The world is a real fucked up place, gang. Why, bro? But why, bro? Like, the life is everybody is worse. OnlyFans already bad, gang. Why are we doing this? Nah, we like.
and gentlemen,
chill.
swapping out your face for that of a disabled person's and making that your entire bit. Would you let Down syndrome stop you from being my boyfriend?
No, gang. You doing too much.
Down syndrome doesn't mean I can't crave connection, it just makes it harder to find. I'm
Bro.
a proof a Down syndrome babe can be a certified 10 and leave you wanting more. Be 3'11" and having Down syndrome doesn't mean I can't go down on my knees. And do you know what the chances are of having both a
Damn! I've been low-key watching, bro, for a minute. When did he get this?
chondroplasia and Down syndrome are? Well, only 6 cases have been reported in literature so far. And what does this specific account's bio read? 1 out of 7. Ah, so she's the 7th little person with Down syndrome, and you just so happen to come across her on Instagram Reels, and she just so happens to have an OF. By the way, I'm gonna be using the term OF instead of only. As you can see, I just censored that. Pretty sure YouTube doesn't like that. Last time I spoke about that, I got demonetized. So
Thanks, bro. Thanks for helping me too, bro. You know, it's a really tough grind. Even though I can't get demonetized yet.
So we're gonna stick to saying OF. It's just crazy to me that the person behind the account actually did the research about there being 6 reported cases about having both disabilities and put that in their bio. And that's not all we're gonna be talking about in today's investigation. We're also gonna be looking into OF models who lie about their age, such as when this woman put a 16 on a birthday cake and blow out the candles for an IG reel.
Yo, generally, what is the point of this? Why does the algorithm like this, bro? Like, there's mad people way more talent, who are way more funnier, who like work way harder, like who really deserve this shit.
We're also going to be interviewing a real OF model who gave us her personal takeaways as to how the OF industry operates and how she feels about these trends. And last but definitely
That's a good POV.
not least, we're going to be talking about using AI to look like really young girls. Oh yeah.
Wait, why? But why are we doing this though? Like, bro,
And selling that content. This rabbit hole is presented to you by none other than Turv. Me. My name is Tuv. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't even worry about that. I'm gonna earn your subscription by the end of this video. So if we're gonna talk about OF.
Nah. Chill. I should have censored that out, bro. You're gonna follow me. At the end of this, you're gonna come to my YouTube and you're gonna follow me and you're gonna love it. And you're gonna come to my Twitch and you're gonna follow me and I'm gonna get a community and my stream gonna be even better. bro, all I need, like, bro, like, so I get a community and we're like strong. Like, is it really time? Like, I'm just like locked in now. Like, I stream like 4 days in a row. I'm really locked in. Come on, bro. Let's go back.
Then we need to talk about what it is, who created it, and what it's worth. I also want to give credit to a good friend of mine, Nikki Carrion. If you watch her videos, then you recognize this setup because I got extremely influenced by it. I thought it was a great way to keep
I do look cool though.
you guys engaged. Like if I'm a teacher, shout out to Nikki. She makes
Alright, but like I don't fuck with teachers though. Like you piss me the fuck off.
great videos. You should go subscribe to her. So without boring you, let's start in 2016 when this British man right here, Tim Stokely, founded OF as a platform for performers to directly monetize
My bad.
their content with interactions. It's interesting to note here that Mr. Stokely had previously founded naughty websites like Glam Girls and Customs for You. OF was initially intended for musicians and influencers. It's pretty ironic that that's not how it ended up. So in 2017, they changed their minds and began letting explicit content onto the site. It wasn't until 2 years later that businessman Leonid Raskovinsky, I hope I pronounced that right.
Yeah, I could tell he a horny motherfucker just by looking at him, gang. Come on, bro.
Hey, Leonid.
Second analyzation. First of all, V-neck. Kind of. Bad sign. Hairline receding. He old, probably single, he a gooner. Second, look on the hair. He buff, but like you can just tell he a freaky gooner. Look on his ears too. Elf ears. I could never. Nah, bro, do not look like me. Chill.
Radvinsky acquired 75% of
His name Redvinsky too. Keep that one in mind.
ownership of OF's parent company, Phoenix International Limited, and he became one of that company's directors. This is where The Independent claims OF gained a pop culture reputation for being a hive for pornography. The platform allowed and still allows creators to upload videos and garner subscribers from their content. Subscribers pay creators in monthly installments, one-time tips, or via pay-per-view. The company takes 20% of these fees. Not only that, but remember that cute little pandemic that caused me to not have a graduation or prom,
That sucks, bro. I was in a little grade.
or a trip to Disneyland? Class of 2020
I get a trip to Disneyland when I'm in a senior? Oh my god, I can't wait.
I feel for you. I was a part of you. I was in you. But
Pardon me, that sounds so weird for no reason.
don't complain. When you complain about that on the internet, remember, what are you really crying for? A proper send-off to your childhood? Ha, who needs one of those? Yeah, man, y'all cannot get mad at us when we complain about that being our graduation. Dude, I had a drive-through graduation.
Hey, bro, keep it pushing. Come on. Get to the stuff, bro. I don't got time for this. Come on.
Like, and then the next year, class of 2021, just back to normal. Oh, awesome.
Oh, that's cap. I was like, it was like still fucked up.
I'm getting off topic, but just know it still hurts. Anyway, business for OF boomed in the pandemic. In March and April of 2020, the user and creator space grew by 75%. I wouldn't be surprised if you were in on that, viewer. Celebrities
Nah, gang.
were making accounts as well. Cardi B, Bad Baby, right when she turned 18 and made $1 million in 6 hours, breaking the record then, which is just
I heard of that before. I don't know why I'm surprised. Yo, bro, what did Cardi B doing on OnlyFans even, gang? What?
so gross. By December of 2020, OnlyFans had 85 million users and more than 1 million creators, generating more than $2 billion in sales that year. Owner Leonid Radvinsky received
Keep staring at me like that. I really want to punch my monitor right now, but like I only got one. Like, I gotta remember I'm broke. Y'all really gotta remember, from the Mr. Beast gang, it's still true. This is still my only living space. It's tough. That light right there is the sun. You know, we from Alaska with it in Antarctica, so it's still sunny outside. You know what I'm saying?
$500 million in dividends in the roughly 2-year period from 2021 to 2022. Yeah, that dude is richer than all of our family trees combined. According to his
Yeah, that's
Wikipedia, he's quite literally a billionaire. In 2023, which is the most recent
Yo, bro, slide me some money, no cap.
OF revenue statistic I could find, the company made $6.63 million. Just kidding, $1 billion. Do you know what I could buy?
Gang. Yo, if I had one of those $1 million, gang, my life would be so much better. Well, just 1 million out of 6.63 billion. And guess what? What do you even do with that? Bro, what do you even do with that money? Do you know how many people we can help with that? No, it's fucked up, bro.
With that much money, a lot of $4.99 subscriptions, that's for sure.
I'm in Africa. I'm in Alaska, my bad. I don't know why it like messed me up. I'm in Alaska, stuck homeless gang. You know, it's bad, man. Just like give me some money, bro.
Sure. Now, where do these OF creators promote their content? I'll let you
Yeah, we know. Instagram.
think about it, viewer, and think nice and hard. Pause. That sounds crazy. All right. What was your answer? If your answer was banana, I don't know why you would have answered with that, but it would be wrong. The answer is other social medias. Woohoo! Most of them go about putting their links in a link tree, which if you didn't know is a quick link site where you can gather all your socials or websites
Yes, bro, I know.
you want into a neatly confined space. But what about their content, like the stuff that they post? Well, it's not difficult to just say it. Hey, I have an OF, do a little dance. And follow me on OF. Go see me with 10% clothes on over there. It's not difficult to say these things. Feed posts, story posts, tweets, TikToks, YouTube videos, and that's completely okay. That's like me promoting my music or my clothing brand, which by the way, we just sold out on Exist. Thank you.
Yo, why is that actually kind of hard, though? Like, usually they be low-key ass, bro, but that's actually kind of hard.
You guys so much. You guys that missed out, I hope you're envious of the people that got this cat shirt. Look at that. Woohoo. See, like I said, there's nothing wrong
I got actual swag, though.
with promotion and promoting on other social media sites. And I know at first it always seems like the OF creator is the only person on that account and she's just promoting, I'm going to use the pronoun she. Yeah, there are men OF creators, but this video is mainly focused on the women's side. Anyway, when we see them on
Like, let's keep it a buck. How many men OF creator are there? They're like non-existent. No cap.
our feed, we're most likely to think she runs the account, she owns the account, just like everyone else. But like every other industry that generates money, there is going to be a team behind that woman. And as you can see in this stock photo that I have over here, it's all men. These OF managements are mainly run by men. And with this entire video, we're going to get a bad look. Like I said this in another video. Every crime I report on that I talk about when I talk about social media sites or whatever, 90% of the video is a man committing the crime. And I'm not
FBI. AI. Give me the entire thing. FBI, here we go. This is the thing. Here we go. So you see, this is a big thing, bro. Oh my god, bro. Like, why can't, like, oh my god, like, we're not even equal, bro. Look at how many more murders we have, gang. Oh my god, bro. This one is kind of close. Nah, we gotta lock in. You know what? Maybe women are right. Maybe we gotta be more like them. I'm not putting this on.
not saying that to be a pick me or anything. I know it sucks, but I guess we gotta deal with it. These OF managements are full of money splits, contracts, chatters, and so much so that they can basically be called the brains behind the operation. Think about it as a record label for musicians. They're helping the creators grow with skills they know will work, and they also have a budget, and all they will do is take a percentage of the new money that's generated from their new client. Honestly, on paper, it sounds like a fair trade. I see why they signed to agencies, and I'm not blaming them for that. But with every industry comes, to put it bluntly, pieces of shit. We're gonna use Tavina here as our OF model example. I didn't want to actually get a creator and use her as an example for this video. So there I am. I use the app FaceApp to make myself a woman. And I probably look hotter than you, so I hope you think about that when y'all go to
low key though, like she's not even dropped.
Sleep tonight. You see, when you're not in front of the camera and it's your
I'm not trying this. No way.
Model
No way I'm
instead,
trying
it can get real easy to make decisions you would never make. I swear, it feels like some of these agencies feel like they're playing GTA and they have their own customizable character and they're making these
that's
women
genius.
do these really weird trends just to generate more money and to give them pennies in the end. Did I rhyme? Man, I should make music. It's almost like I have 25,000 monthly on Spotify and you guys should go stream my
Bro,
music. This is
stop,
watching.
bro.
Don't ruin my watch time. I bet you're not sleeping to this video, right? I'm engaging you.
Yes, bro. We're on stream, bro. I should drop a new song, but this is all I got.
Jason eating all the food. Jason eating all the food. Yeah. Jason eating all the food. Jason eating all the food. He can't put down the fork. Jason can't put down the fork. He can't put down the fork. No, Jason can't put down that fork. Jason put down the fork. Can't put down the fork. Jason can't put.
Bro, once I hit, how many? I'm on 10. Once I hit 500 listens on this song, I'll drop a new one. Let's continue.
Right? I hope I am, dude. So just keep in mind that most OF creators, especially the bigger ones, have an agency that's helping them out and that's controlling a lot of their decisions. Oh yeah, I also want to mention that while I was doing my research for this, I came across a Reddit thread and someone admitted to being a chatter for an OF model. In case you don't know what a chatter means, it's basically someone that is in the OF account messaging the men that are,
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I thought like he was one on one.
or, I don't know, horny and want to message the actual girl and they think they're messaging the real girl, kind of
Like, bro, we know this, bro. We know this. Come on.
like that one video I made a while ago. But basically, they're not talking to the woman, but they think they are. They're talking to most likely a man, aka a chatter, and apparently they make $3 an hour.
That's nothing.
Woohoo! And 2 to 5.
Gang, that's 5 times less than minimum wage.
% of the earnings from messages and tips. Remember, this is just one person from a year ago. It always changes, but I thought this was really funny and I wanted to mention it. Doesn't really seem worth it. With the rise of AI, society has to deal with a lot of new, illegal, and unethical problems. I've spoken about AI on the
I'm not gonna lie. As much as it's doing, let's get the petition started. Ban AI. We're done with AI. We're done with AI, bro. Ban AI is bad. It's real bad. We shouldn't use it. It's gonna be like more harmful than useful. It's gonna take our jobs. Everything about AI is wrong. It's wrong. So we need to end it now. We're done with AI. Like AI is something like don't even get me started. Like AI is a fucked up tool. It should not be used, and we should be using our own brains, cause we all got this, man. We can do it ourselves. Trust me. Okay, that's your motivational quote for today, and I hope it helps you to keep going in life and never back down. Never stop going.
this channel a handful of times, like when that man fell in love with the AI bot, 2 crimes committed with AI,
happened.
to even a minion gore trend that was popping up in December. I'll make a playlist for the AI videos in case you guys are interested. And even my voice was stolen by a YouTube Shorts creator. They were using me to talk about Taylor Swift drama. Out of all things my voice could be used for, that's what they chose to use my voice for. I'll play a little clip of
Taylor Swift has drama.
that right here. Someone is using my voice to make Taylor Swift shorts.
Taylor Swift spends millions of dollars every single day, but here's 3 most expensive
And wait, so bro, nah, this guy's channel right here. If we look on the bottom left of his thing, his channel makes no sense. So we got the Boondocks, we got Riley, and his thing is Deadlock, and we talk about Taylor Swift. Yeah, we need some help.
items she owned. Taylor Swift and Travis
We're lost. We need a map. So we need a map. We need a map. You're having an identity crisis, man. Real serious. You know, you need a therapist, gang. You can find yourself. It's not that hard. Anybody can do it.
Travis Kelce is officially the most searched couple in history, but people actually know nothing. Taylor Swift has some wild secrets about her life, and here's some craziest.
You guys get the point.
So many. Like, I'm about to crash out. Nah, Taylor Swift is not good, gang. Why are we doing Taylor Swift when we got artists like Playboy Cardi? You know, many artists, gang. Playboy Cardi, Osama Son, Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely. You know, Lucky. Come on, bro. Why are we talking about Taylor Swift?
And to the account, deadlocked.
Yes,
You did not ask me for consent to use my voice. And yes,
Yeah, pack them up. Pack them. Pack them.
I did do my research whether or not I can sue.
Pack them up. 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 Just like this. You see? For my science project, this is the bag. This is what we're packing. Pack it up just like this. Guess where we sending him? We sending him to New Jersey. I have to pick that up. Hide. Alright, anyways. Back to this.
Sue your dumbass for using my voice. And trust me, I will be hitting up my lawyer. I already see you're from Canada. Thank you to the fan that DM'd me. Hey, and shout out to the Swifties. I still be bumping You Belong With Me, Taylor's version specifically. So
Because I'm not playing Apple Music. That's so. Actually, no, I'm not playing this. It's disrespectful.
if y'all want to spread the word about this video in y'all community, please do so. We can support each other. And since we're on the topic of my response to my voice being used by an AI YouTube short slops creator, someone really went out of their way to go on my subreddit and be like, don't you guys think his ego is getting too big? Like, why is he threatening to sue?
Bro, what? Bro, like, I would sue you too.
Bro, my voice was being used to generate money. And some people were actually commenting that on the YouTube short itself.
Yo, some people are just stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we gotta, like, go to school.
Oh, saying stuff like, wow, Tubbs' ego is big now. I can't complain about my voice being used. Nah, bro, like sometimes y'all gotta realize.
Nah, reasonable crash out. We can put this one. Write it on the list. Chill on my notepad is gonna be weird. I got a different interest, okay? I'll cut that out. Back to what we're doing. Alright. That's our first ever reasonable crash out. This list is going on till the end of time. We will never forget this list right here. Very important. You know, very important list to the community forever. Let's continue.
I'm a human being. I know you see me right now in this on your screen, but just know after this, I'm gonna go play Roblox or something. Like, I am a real human, so it obviously makes me uncomfortable using my voice for stuff like that. I just want to defend myself real quick. Thank you for letting me rant. Anyway, AI is only getting smarter and faster. Quote, the market for artificial intelligence grew beyond 184 billion US dollars in 2024, a considerable jump of nearly 50 billion compared to 2023. The staggering growth is expected to continue, with the market racing past 826 billion US dollars in 2030. I'm sure you get the point. The future is horrifying and the present is scary. But what if OF promotion?
Yo, he just clocked that T. Oh my god, that was crazy.
An AI somehow had a baby. What do we get? We get the awesome Down syndrome trend. A trend in which a Down syndrome deepfake is placed onto a creator's face and is used to promote their OF. They use some really corny captions, not only to attract men, but sometimes to even ask for sympathy. People love to ask if Down syndrome is a red flag, but here's the truth. It's just part of who I am. I have hopes, dreams, and a lot of love to give, just like anyone else. Don't judge me by a label. Take the time to really get to know me, and you'll see what truly matters. I know how to love with my whole heart, how to listen.
Okay, nobody cares. We know, bro. Anybody can do it. It doesn't matter if you're Down syndromistic, bro.
How to support, how to stand by someone through the highs and lows.
I don't care.
I'm loyal, I'm thoughtful.
making me
I
try
give the
and
kind of love that's real, not performative. But most people don't even give me a chance. They hear Down syndrome and
I don't care, gang. Go complain to your therapist. You know, maybe if you didn't mention that you're Down syndrome so much, maybe, just maybe, people would give you a real chance. Cause I promise not your whole thing, bro. Come on.
decide I'm not capable of romance or partnership or being the one. But here's the truth. I can be the perfect girlfriend, not because I'm flawless, but because I'm real, loving, and full of heart. If you believe love is about who someone is on the inside, not a label they were born with, share this. Because I deserve a love that's as genuine as the one I give. Tell me you're using ChatGPT without telling me you're using ChatGPT. Like, come on, guys. At least make these captions look real. Exactly. And the same goes for the little person with the Down syndrome filter on their face. Would my Down syndrome and the fact that I'm a M-word stop you? Or would you actually see me for who I am? See, I get it. Some people can't look past the labels that don't even begin to define who I am, what I can do, or what I deserve. You get the point. Asking for sympathy is another level. You're already doing this. You don't gotta stop it. Please. Like I said in the intro of this video, this is unethical, disgusting, and pathetic. At the beginning of this investigation, I thought random men were putting other women's faces onto other content creators and trying to make money for themselves. I'm talking about the Down syndrome filter. I did see some other ones where they would use a person without a disability, but we're mainly talking about the Down syndrome filters. Deepfaking a woman's face onto a TikTok video is unethical either way. But the reason I thought they weren't in on it at first is because one of the first cases I found out about was the case of a creator named Freaky Angela XO. It seems she had her video stolen and replaced by that filter. My partner in this investigation, Raven, actually made a good video calling that account out, pointing the filter glitching out, the same body type, tattoos, background, etc. I actually reached out to Angela via OFDMs to inform her team on this, but
why, bro? Why? Like, this guy has to lock in. I've been watching his videos, but he's been doing this. Bro, there's so many better places, I promise.
Looking back, I was definitely talking to a chatter, and the management team was probably in on it. These accounts get taken down really quick, but that doesn't stop the agencies from dropping new ones every day. It's easy to create an Instagram account, you know? All I did was promote my channel to them and gave them a heads up that this video was dropping, so I'm really wondering if they're all watching this fuming at the fact that I'm calling them out. But managers, trust me, you can promote your girls' OFs without having to go down this disgusting route. And as I was talking to my family about this investigation, I noticed that the older people in my family couldn't decipher that these were deepfakes. And I know
I can't. You're telling me they don't look like normal.
Oh, as being Gen Z, we grew up with the internet. We're very used to being able to identify when something is a deepfake, when something's not. Even though AI is getting a lot better, they're not that advanced yet. And it hit me like a truck. And just being like, oh, you know what? I forget. People that are older than me exist. I'm 23, by the way. Yeah, I'm an unc, all right? I'm literally an uncle. I have an awesome nephew. Shout out to him. He can't even understand
Me too, bro.
this video. Actually, I don't even want him watching this video. So I'm going to be showing you guys some proof that this is clearly a filter, and proof of it glitching out. It's going to be on the screen. So just look at these images. When these women turn to some degree, the filter disappears. A rule of thumb to pay attention to is how high quality their faces are compared to their bodies. Their faces
Down syndrome makes your eyes smaller? What?
usually glitch out when they turn, and the people behind this method know that, which is why they like using clips where the creator is strictly facing the camera. Now let's talk about the actual OF accounts. So if you were to theoretically go onto their OF link and buy it, which yes, I did. I can't believe.
Like, can we stop, bro? Please? Like, please stop. Like, bro. Tough, stop.
This is another video where I say that this was part of my research. Yes, I bought the OF. But first we have to talk about what verification do you need to make an OF account? And I quote, as part of the age and identity verification process, prospective creators must provide more than 9 pieces of personally identifying information and documents before they can post content on OF. This includes full name, date of birth, bank account information, address, email address, valid government ID, a standalone selfie, a selfie while holding their photo ID, and social media handles. Depending on the country, fans may have to provide various personally identifying information, confirmations, payment details, and documents to view media content on OF. So what do their OF accounts post? They don't show their faces. Surprise. And no, I can't show you guys, not only because they're explicit, but I'm pretty sure they're copyrighted and they would take down this video. So here we have Tavina with her beautiful hand taking a selfie, but that's how they take their selfies. They cover their face, so you can't disprove that they don't actually have Down syndrome, except your boy, Detective Tubbington, actually did some more research. Let's talk about this account for a second. Sasha May XOXO. And yes, I'm aware I'm giving all these accounts publicity. It's worth spreading this information for. So as you can see, Sasha May is a model. She's 19. She has a private account and she has an extra chromosome, which means she has extra charm. How charming. I'm not joking when I say that her bio literally links her private account with her real face in the picture. Not only that, but a simple Google search will lead you to her Twitter, where you can clearly find the original pictures they used to put a Down syndrome deepfake onto. Come on, guys, you gotta do a little bit better. You gotta do a lot of bit better. So now we know this is a method. The
Like, it just makes you look more chopped. Why?
management is most likely behind this, which means the women behind it gotta be okay with it to some degree, unless they signed a shitty deal, which yeah, I understand, but we're never gonna really know unless we straight up ask them, which they're not gonna tell us. And that's just me giving them the benefit of the doubt. From the outside looking in, everyone involved in this is a piece of shit. This needs to be put to a stop. This is a disability millions of people suffer from. They're wonderful people and they should be seen as that, not as a ploy to get old men to buy your subscription of $3, which 20% of that goes to OF and who knows however much goes to the agency. Is it really worth it? I say this with all due respect, but if you really want OF subscribers, be hot like Tavina. There you Yeah, be hot like her. Look at that, no filters whatsoever. That was actually mean. Go to the gym, work on your mental health, paint your toenails black, get shoulder length hair, wear fishnets. Oh, and put on a choker too. Nah, I'm getting off track. You should never have to.
Like, no cap. Like, bro, no cap. No cap, bro. Like, it might just be time.
We've been waiting. Free bro, we've been waiting. Free pull up on a nigga, get to clapping in this bitch. Niggas on that face shit be acting in this bitch. I look down on niggas like a falcon in this bitch. I be running to the money, doing laps up in this bitch. Fuck 'em with the 30.
Big man.
Stoop this low. And shame on the little person too if they're in on it. You of all people know what it's like to be disabled, bullied, objectified, called slurs. And to even let this happen is
Baby's lucky. Friendly fire. Oh my god.
That's so crazy, gang. I never thought, like, Friendly Fire would get this bad. Okay, I never thought Friendly Fire would get this
is
bad.
more than saddening. Again, maybe her management is doing it without her consent, but I highly doubt that considering she doesn't show her face on her OF. You know what that means, right? That she's aware. Most likely aware. I tried looking for these agencies, but surprise, surprise, they do their best to stay hidden. And I'm not gonna point the finger at all these agencies because I do have faith that at least some of them don't have to use degenerate methods to drive clicks to their creators' OFs. Now, speaking of degenerate methods to drive clicks to your OF, let's talk about age baiting. So what exactly is that and how is it a method?
We got rage baiting, age baiting. How many baits are there these days? How many baits? Rage baiting, age baiting, sad baiting that I saw today. I was just scrolling through my YouTube. You can see, right? I was just scrolling through my YouTube. Where is it? Sad baiting. Oh my god. Alright, history maybe. Where is it? Oh, is this it?
You make money?
Sometimes. I got $10
A
today.
lot. Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I'm gonna use that $10 for?
How many are we dating?
Probably
How many
lube and
dates
some
are there?
tissues.
No. I was gonna say doggy treats for my dog, cause I just like spoiling him, and he's getting pretty old. He doesn't have much time left, so just gonna spoil him while he's before I gotta put him down probably in like a month, because he's got terminal cancer in his brain. So,
That sucks.
but yeah, you know, lube would be pretty funny, right?
I mean, it would be useful since you're probably not getting any
Yeah, because I just don't really have time, because I gotta take care of my dog.
Everybody just want to bait,
where
bro.
you spend your whole life streaming for people that really don't care about
Just
you.
trying to raise money. For my dog Jack. He's gotta put him down soon, because I didn't get enough money to do his operation. But chat, we're gonna actually just not talk for the rest of the game. I'm just gonna mute my mic.
I feel bad for being mean. You make money.
It's fucked up, bro, gang. How about we stop baiting? New campaign. Stop baiting in total. That means stop fishing. Stop baiting. No, we're done baiting. Masturbating. No more baiting. That's the petition. No rage baiting. No more baiting. It's over. It's just real shit now. We all gotta be real. It's that time in the world. It's time to be real people. Real cool people. Everybody be yourself. No baiting.
I'll let fellow YouTuber and researcher in this investigation, Cold Raven, explain that in his own words.
Age baiting is becoming a common practice nowadays on OF for promotion. Now, if you don't know what age baiting is, it's when individuals or their management are going out of their ways to downplay their age just for more attraction and to attract a certain audience. You know what that audience is like. Now, let me tell you this much. It's not women in their 20s that are downplaying, they're 24, so they're pretending to be 20. Some of these women are 22, 23, and they are downplaying to just have turned 18 years old. Not making this up. And we're going to talk about...
How? But, like, how does that make it better, though? Like, how does that make your thing, like, your OF, like, spark up from that? That doesn't click in my head. Why that would be better.
About this woman over here named Daniela. What Daniela decided to do is, as of recent, uploaded a video saying, turning 18. Now, here's a problem with that. The big problem is the fact that Daniela has owned an OF page for many years. Many years. So if you're now turning 18, what's to be assumed? What are you insinuating? That you've been uploading illegal material on OF?
13, yo, you'll be 13. That's so crazy. Oh my god.
You've been doing that for all these years, and let me tell you this much. If you open up an OF page, which I tried to do, it's very difficult. It is not easy. Now, okay, I tried to open it up for the video purposes, for this video purposely, you know what I'm saying? Not on my own time.
These guys are mad weird, gang. These guys are a part of the issue. Nah, these researchers. How do I get background music? I need serious background music.
I'm like Reno Hercules riding in that fountain. I'm in that fucking bag throwing catch that dancers. God forgive me, please, dirt in my family. I'm a high profile as me, can't be around random. Give a fuck what you mad about when I call you answer.
Gotta clarify that. It's very hard to do. You gotta send in bank account, you gotta send in ID, you gotta do a whole bunch of stuff. You gotta jump through hoops. It's not just you have 2 eyes and a pulse and they give you an account. No, it takes a lot of stuff and they need a lot of information for you to open up an account. So you can see the problem with this woman doing this. Now, here's the thing. She is on the lighter side. Yes, the lighter side. There's another individual that I found that decided to grab a birthday cake, put candles on it. Now, these candles were shaped in the number of a 20.
Okay, what's wrong with being 20?
A 19, a 16. Yes.
I'm doing backflips in this bitch. Pull up with a stick and let it get to tackling in this bitch. Yeah, I run my city, I'm the captain in this bitch. Lil' Autumn Benji, yeah, it's the same shit. Me and Summers, you know we be.
Yes, this individual named Sky or Wife, who goes by many names, decided to put candles in the shape of 16, blow them out.
16, 29.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Getting distracted. We've been watching the same video for 48 minutes and we're only 20 minutes done at 30.
And instead in the caption like 16 years and sparkling to promote the OF page. So you're role playing as a 16-year-old to promote your OF page. We know what type of audience you're trying to tap into. It's very obvious. And when confronted, she pretty much said, long hair, don't care, which it doesn't work that way. You can't just long hair, don't care your way out of that. It's not how that works. She literally just stated,
that's something that Autumn would do.
Wish I cared. And let me tell you the kicker. At the exact same time.
Bow, 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 bow.
Been in shambles. These niggas been touching kids. All them been touching kids. Judges been touching kids. These niggas be touching kids. Killing nigga, he getting my kids. Niggas be getting that belt. All them been getting that belt. Judges been getting that belt. These niggas be getting that belt. These niggas be getting that belt. The underground getting that belt. Fuck niggas getting that belt. Tell me why I keep hearing them stories. Guess the nigga just be too horny. Touch a kid, get shot that 40. Take a nigga right out his glory.
She uploaded this. On her other page, she uploaded herself blowing out the candles in the shape of a 19. Same outfit, same environment, same everything. The only thing that changed was...
You know what the worst part of all this is, bro? You know what the worst part about all this is?
What do you desire?
She wasted 2 fresh cakes. 2! Do you know how many people could have used this in their life to help them? 2 fresh cakes. Are you serious?
Just to fall asleep. Call you up in this, I told him I kill for you, you better kill for me. If you ain't here with me, you make that decision yourself to go against me. I could you? Well, fuck that, I'm back and I'm better than ever. Give a fuck all shit on whoever. When I'm high, I go talk to the devil. Falling out with my day one feelings. If I called you brother once, just know this nigga, I love you forever. But shit, stop asking me how I'm doing this all in the music. Just heard my mom and dad been getting into it.
Was the candles. So you went from the age of 16 to 19 in a matter of a few minutes?
Easy. Watch me do it right now. No, I can't.
What do you have, the lifespan of a fucking housefly? That's not humanly possible. Ooh. It's just absolutely despicable. I don't understand why people do this, so that's...
Pack her up. Pack her up. Pack her up. Send her on a flight. Give me a second. So sorry, so sorry. Let's continue.
What that is. With that being said, I'm gonna be throwing you into an amazing interview done by Tuv, and it's gonna be with Warren. So let's get to that.
Now that we're back, Cold Raven wasn't the only special guest we're going to have in this video. Like I said in the intro, we do have an interview with none other than Amelie Warren. In this interview, we talk about the dangers of OF management, her story on how she was manipulated and joined at only 18 years old, and the use of AI such as the Down syndrome trend. She also gives us
So does she still do it?
insights on other methods that are used in the OF industry. So let's head on to the interview. I'm sure they want to get to know you a little bit. So if you could tell us, how long have you had an OF account, how many followers you have on social media, and how old you are.
Okay, my name is Amelie Warren. I'm 22 years old. I've done OF since I was 18, so about 5 years, almost 5 years now. I'm 22. Yeah, I have over 1 million on TikTok, a little bit over 600K on Instagram, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you say you joined OF at 18. Can you tell us why? Like, if it's a private reason, you don't
No,
have to,
it's not.
obviously.
It's not. Oh God, I actually got into the industry like not in like a good way. I don't recommend anybody. Sex work is a very hard.
Good. Dispromote OnlyFans. Delete it. Destroy it. It's over with. We don't like it. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's messing up men's life, gang. Yo, if there was no OnlyFans, like, men in the world, in the culture of life would be way more up. We would have been way more adapted. Like, we would have been way more advanced. Like, just if men and women worked together in the right ways, where we could have been.
Hard topic, because at the same time there's aspects of empowerment, but there's also a lot of like grooming and like predatory behavior and manipulation. But I knew this guy and he was a lot older than me. I thought he was so cool. He would always he would drive me around his Tesla. He would go to Tulum all the time. And I had a very small following, like not too big, like this before I like really blew up. But I had like, 20K on Instagram. Like I had a good amount, but not too much. And I was like, so like, I saw this guy have so much money. He's like, yeah, I do OnlyFans management, da da da. And I really, really liked him. And he kind of used that to his advantage to low-key sign me. And I got into a really scummy contract, like awful contract. This dude was fucking evil, which 99% of managements are, and all they do is exploit women. They were taking money from me when I dropped.
You gotta read the contract. Oh my god, if I press this button one more time, I'm deleting my PC. Okay. You have to start reading. Every day we're gonna read. It don't matter how easy it is. Tigers. Tigers are the largest cats in the animal kingdom. The biggest tiger, Malala Yousafzai. Malala Yousafzai was born in Mingara, Pakistan on July 12, 1997. Her father, a teacher who ran a school for girls in their village, was committed to Malala's education. Malala loved school, but when the Taliban seized their village, they forbade people to do many things they had formerly enjoyed. Television and music were banned, and girls were no longer permitted to attend school. Anyone who disobeyed these edicts was that's incorrect grammar. Were punished harshly. Malala spoke out publicly about how girls had the right to had the right to an education. She became a target of the Taliban. One day in October 2012, when she was on the bus on her way home from school, a man wearing a mask got on the bus and asked, "Who is Malala?" He then shot her in the head. Malala woke up after 10 days in the hospital. During that time, her story had spread around the world and people everywhere were praying for her to get well. She underwent several surgeries and months of rehabilitation before she was able to return home to her family. Now living in the United Kingdom, Malala was chosen to make the most of her situation as a public figure. And today, she continues to fight for girls who have the right to an education, working with her father. She established the Malala Fund, which helps girls achieve their dreams for this work. Malala was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in December 2014, making her the youngest ever Nobel laureate. She graduated from Oxford University and today spends her time traveling and supporting educators and activists on behalf of girls struggling going to school. Chad, that's a great passage. Everybody, read every day. It's good for you. Avoid Alzheimer's at all costs.
Dropped them. I had to pay them a sunset clause. It was originally supposed to be 5 years, but I got it down to 1 year, and then it was like 25% of everything I made for a year. And they didn't even help me get to the point where I was at, which really sucked. But now I know that actually only contracts are not enforceable because it's sex work and it's a very like weird territory line, and most of the time managements aren't going to come and sue the girls, so they really use like legal battles and these contracts to kind of make these girls scared. And because not a lot of girls are aware of that. I mean, I was 18 and I didn't really know, and my mom was like kind of like, hey, like you should pay this because if you do go to court, you know, it'll look good if you pay the 25%. But I then later realized, especially with my new management right now, that like those contracts aren't enforceable, and a lot of the times it's used to scare and exploit women.
Wow.
It's really gross. Yeah. But yeah, that guy was really gross. He like even promised me that he would like date me
Do your research too.
if I made like 100K a month.
Yo, that's so crazy. Yo, that is so dope.
Yeah, it was really fucking gross.
Did he know you when you were like a minor, like 17, then you turned 18 and that's when yeah?
That's grooming.
Yeah, so this guy was like my neighbor back in my old hometown, and I would ask him to hang out, and he wouldn't hang out with me until I turned 18. He would talk to me when I was 17, but he wouldn't hang out with me till I was 18.
Oh, he was plotting.
Yeah, he was plotting. He was a little bit older for sure, like 4 or 5 years. Once I turned 18, then he hung out with me, but we were definitely talking when I was 17. And then a few months into the management, I was like, yo.
But the manager send his ass to jail, please. Yo, I should make a song about that.
I'm done with this, and I dropped them, and they threatened me with legal action. They threatened me with all this even though what I did was
the same guy that you thought was cool. He was just threatening you with like a lawsuit. Damn.
When I wanted to leave, and they were taking money from me. They were like really fucking gross, like, and really awful, and they also like manipulated me into making certain content that I didn't want to make, which really sucks because if I had just started OnlyFans, or if I had just started OF or gave advice to anybody doing OF, I would really encourage them that they can do whatever the they want. I wish I just stuck to lingerie content, but now it's kind of already out there, so I can't change, and it really sucks. That's why being so young and starting it is like you are so easily manipulated.
Yo. Mr. Trump, do one good thing for us. Ban porn. I can't say that on YouTube, can I? I'll censor it, bro. Just ban it. Ban corn. YouTube, I said corn. On all the times.
And coerced, especially when they're like, you're gonna make so much money. Oh, these girls make more money than you right now because they show more, or they do this, and you have to do this, blah blah blah. Yeah, it was really the industry is really like it's hard. It's always been hard. No, it's okay, but I started blowing up on TikTok as soon as I left them.
I was just about to ask, how'd you gain your audience? Cool. Okay. So they didn't help you with that at all?
At all. That was like my villain arc story. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, that was my villain origin. I was like, bro, these kids, they suck. I was managing my own account for years, and I did lose a lot of money on that, but whatever. That's not the point. But they traumatized me. I was like, I don't trust any management. They're all scummy. They're all exploitive. They all just want to fucking use women. All this They will try to take like 50% of you make and literally do nothing.
And then OF already takes 20%, right?
Yes, exactly. But that's the problem that I had, is that a lot of these managements, they don't give a fuck about how you look. They don't give a fuck about what they just want you to do what they say and make the videos that they want you to make. And it was funny as shit. I came out to LA and I was at a Halloween party, and I'm at this Halloween party. Haven't seen this kid since he was threatening me. I'm not even kidding you. I look over to the side. He's standing there. My heart sunk into my ass. And he looks at me, he starts smiling. And I'm like, oh, hell nah. He comes up to me, he goes, Amelie, my girls have been using your audios, like, because I was making TikTok on the audios. He goes, all of them have been blowing up. They're so good. Da-da-da. I'm looking at this kid like, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
I had to pay them so much money that they never even helped me make.
How scummy. What would you call them? A management? An agency? What would you say that those people were? Piece of shit?
I literally have a joke. I call those scam agents. Like, they're literal scammers.
That's a fire name.
They exploit women. They're exploitive as all they give a about is just signing girls at the highest percentage that they can. And they would do where they would like oh, we bought a whole bunch of cosplay on stuff on Amazon for you. I was like, oh cool, that's so sweet of you. I didn't pay for it. And then when I got my bill at the end of the month, when they charged me or whatever, they would take the money off and like include it for the expenses. They even had their bank account hooked up to my to my OF for a while.
Yo, how do you nah, that's not even hurtful.
It was really bad. Some managements will have like this persona of like, they're very popular in LA, right? For example, these certain management, only managers will throw parties to get their brand out there. And it's like a cult fraternity vibe. Like, they'll throw parties. People will want to get invited to these parties. They'll post on Instagram, oh, we take these girls on trips. We take these girls on da-da-da. Like, they get gifts. They get necklaces. They get all these expensive things. They get taken out. We go on private jets. We go on cruises. And it glamorizes OF and sex work. But it also makes these other girls being like, oh, I want to be this girl. I want to be this girl. Oh, I want to be with their management so bad. I want to be with their management so bad. And they create this illusion of exclusivity and this frat and this like kind of friend group. Mind you, none of these girls even like each other. Like, none of the girls like each other. They're all mean.
We know that OF management is scummy. We know they use scummy methods.
Not all, but most.
Oh, okay. Everyone watching this, most of them. With that, we bring the topic of AI. As of recently, some of my fans have been sending me messages on Instagram and saying, have you seen these Down syndrome filters? I was like, what are you talking about? What? And I clicked the video, and yeah, it's like, seems to be a woman without a disability with the Down syndrome face doing a TikTok dance, and then the caption being some corny stuff like, yeah, my syndrome is down, but I could get your like blank up, or something corny like that. I already knew this industry was pretty bad.
And man, if they don't get rid of it, it's just gonna keep getting worse.
But I didn't know it was going to get even worse with AI. I should have, though. I should have honestly thought about that. But yeah, do you know about this trend?
I do. Yeah, I've seen it multiple times. I've seen the Down syndrome one on my Instagram Reels specifically a few times. I've seen people lie about being trans. I've seen people lie about disabilities. I've seen people lie about other things. I've seen people take other girls' content, put a different face on it, make content that way. But yeah, I've seen it. It's really gross, especially when they're profiting off of like disabilities and like creating more fetishizations towards like this specific
Yo, I didn't think of that. That's crazy.
Disability. The industry itself has created lots of problems, and that's not something that I don't recognize. I guess my problem with it is that when people like to blame the women, I think that's the biggest problem that I have.
Like, who gets like in the comments, it's gonna be the woman in the video.
Exactly. These managements, a lot of the shitty ones, most of them look into these AI models so they can exploit women in a different light, because a lot of those scam agents are like, let's get this girl signed at 50%, let's get her signed at 75%, let's take as much income as we can and milk her like a cow for as much money as we can. And then AI came out and they're like, wait, we can make our own women and take 100% of the profit. We don't have to pay these women anything and make
Exactly what I said before, AI taking jobs.
Our own AI. But the thing is now this is becoming a saturated market, and AI is also not that advanced to where they can make those creative videos. They can make those dancing videos. They can make some talking videos, but it's kind of obvious sometimes, not to the older generation. So they're desperate for virality, clickbait, anything to gain more attention, because the more attention you gain, obviously that results in more clicks and more money. So I think that's where the Down syndrome and other disability filters or whatever to gain as much interaction and engagement. I've even had a management contact me being like, hey, you already make all these videos. Do you want to put a filter on it and post it? We can do the Down syndrome filter. I'm like, no.
Wow.
Like, no. You know, and I do think a lot of the girls get
Fucked up world. It's a fucked up world.
manipulated into doing content that they necessarily wouldn't want to do. I think it just depends. I do think a lot of the time it's the management's fault. Sometimes where the girls are like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I want to make more money.
So when you mentioned that a management had reached out to you to put filters on your face, they specifically said Down syndrome?
It was like a phone call and
Yo, I was in social studies, low-key. Today we're studying Buddhism game. Damn, bro. Like, it's really like I'm making a lot of mad connections, you know. You know, Miss V would be mad proud of me. No cap. If I told her everything I'm connecting, but I'm not gonna do that because it's a Twitch live stream.
I was bringing that up and I was like, have you seen this? And it's like, yeah, it's genius, isn't it? And I'm like, hey, that's where we differ. Yeah, no, I was like, you know, because a lot of people don't give a fuck about like being harmful, especially when it's just like you're so consumed in this business. I think it's easy to fall into like whatever, let's do whatever to get money. It's a hard ethical line, you know.
It shouldn't be that hard.
It shouldn't be. No, 100%. All they give a fuck is about money, and nobody will hold these people accountable because they don't know who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
They have nobody to like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Just some random dude named Tyler living somewhere in LA. I mean, if the dude said it's genius, it's gotta boost clicks to some degree.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've seen like rage bait content, anything that will spark debate. There's so many different methods that a lot of OF girls use to get engagement. For example,
Girls do rage bait. I know that game. Like, I thought really this was the only guy right here. Agreed.
Don't you just hate having sisters?
Well, how many sisters do you have?
Okay, wait. Does Australia have different grammar rules or something? Because it's how many,
Oh my
not much.
god!
You don't say how
Yeah,
much
I'm not
sisters, you say how
Australian,
many.
Man, how daft are you?
I'm not daft or dopped. I don't know what word that is.
Do you know how stupid you sound me? No, you're
Jelly Beans, she will jump on cars and break them just to piss people off and get people to comment. You get sucked in. Into just engagement, and these a lot of
That's
people
why I
would just
said
do whatever
invading.
to get it. There's not really an exact number, but even me, I saw that on my reel, I clicked it and I was watching it a few times, the playbacks, I'm reading the comments, the Down syndrome one. Yeah, like I've seen that, clicked it,
Yeah.
I'm watching it over and over again. I stalked the account because I'm like, what the fuck, like da-da-da-da, like I've seen it all the time. It's crazy. I was like, damn, you know how much I was like, I would low-key. Camilla got famous from the Squid Games video, and I don't think she paid her way into that. I think that's actually organic. But I was like, if Mr. Beast like put on a thing, like I know girls that would pay 100 to 200K to be in a video because that engagement and that would
Like Mr. Beast's a good guy. That's why he's gonna like give me some money, right? Nah, at least get me on a video. Come on, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, like, go content creator. You know, Mr. Beast. Just give me some money, man. Come on. Let's collab, at least.
literally change someone's life.
I never thought about it that deep, and I know damn well the people in the comment section don't think this deep into it.
Nobody does.
They just comment, why, if anything, if they get mad, like, why are you using this filter? I've seen, you know, the creepy men be like, yo, like, this is nice, or I could treat you right, you know, weirdo. But that's the
That's all them boys that Jadeon be catching.
most you'll get.
It's nobody talks about it. I've always wanted to, but I'm like, that's why I was like really excited that you're making this video.
Thank you for coming on. That's it for the interview. So big
Okay,
thank you
awesome.
to Amelie. I'm gonna shout her out at the end of the video again. So big thank you to you, Amelie, for being down to be interviewed. I know you're watching this video, and I want to say a sincere thank you for joining me on this investigation. And our last topic for this investigation is an account named Mini Mela Zero. I'd honestly be doing you guys a disservice if I didn't talk about this. Now, how did I find this account? So while I was in the comment section of the accounts that had the Down syndrome filter, right? So I went through their comment sections and I saw a lot of creepy old men in there saying some wild stuff, and I went through their followings. One specific guy was following this account, Mini Mela 0. And do I even have to bring up how young this filter looks? And yes, in case you couldn't tell, that was AI, and I had to censor their breast portion because they have their nipples protruding through their cloth. But this gets even creepier. I noticed
K3 do that. I seen how you
that this woman had a very clean chest. I'm talking no moles, no rashes, literally squeaky clean. And then I noticed she covered her stomach area when she would wear revealing clothing. And then I noticed a color change in her skin color when she did show her stomach. And then it hit me.
How do you see his gang? I actually could tell the face on this one. It actually looks mad fake.
This is a freaking man wearing a breast.
I was just down bad. I was going through some shit, I'm glad I'm getting back. And I know these niggas mad, my pockets getting fat.
Let's continue.
Chest plate and putting an AI filter of like a young Asian girl. Boom. Crazy. Is that not crazy? When I found that out, I was like, yo, I'm like the GOAT of being a detective. But that's freaking crazy. I have no solid proof that it's a man, but there's definitely a lot of clues leading up to it being a man. AI filter, clean chest area, never talks, covers the stomach area, and seems to have large hands. So how does this creator sell their content? Remember, you need a lot of forms of verification to be on OF. Patreon. Hey, Patreon. You might want to consider adding more verification methods just in case creeps like this want to pretend to be a young Asian.
Gang, I thought Patreon was a good place. You could do that. You're telling me you could do OnlyFans on Patreon? No.
Girl and sell their quote-unquote content. The other account in their bio is their second account, and it's more AI focused. Like, the images are fully generated by AI, and these actually look like a grown woman. So what do her prices look like? The normal plan is $15 and quote allows you to see NSFW images, while the only other option, the second.
That's how much a Twitch sub used to cost for 3 months. Now it's $20. That's why I'm done subbing on Twitch until somebody gives me money and gives them to me. I clicked on the
one takes a huge leap to $300 and is
big ones for Patreon. 300 big ones.
quote only for people who love Ramu. Well then, who the f is Mila?
Who the f is Coco?
If this video doesn't scare you when it comes to our future as a society, I don't know what will. Beware of.
And I gotta live in it, bro. I could have lived. They could have born me in so many other years, gang, and I would have been happier. The only thing I wouldn't have Playboy Cardi, but like, damn.
Of AI.
Maybe it would.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you think I earned.
Shout out Tuv for making a great video. You know. Oh, sharks. Alright, let me actually get this outro right. Shout out Tuv for making a great video. Thank you, man, for making my stream. You know, I'm ending now because, like, I got nothing to do. And I got to go to sleep and go to school tomorrow. So, I love all you fellows who tapped into my YouTube or whatever. You know, yeah, man, I'm not gonna play it, fuck it, love y'all, man.
If you really want that smoke, the Glocky is up.
What's the third one sound like? I never even heard it.
Guess I just gotta say it.
Oh, I'm still recording.